back. I was just killing a little bit of time because the artist was running late. So I choose not to go live until I knew he was home. If not, the time would be kind of draggy. But yeah, I'm back. We're doing an interview with the artist Ozari. Talented artist, very talented. This song that I'm playing right now, I actually like the song. Got a lot of. Let me see if I could log on to the speaker. Good night, Ozari. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna play a couple of your songs before I add you to the live, so the people can have a feel of your songs. Put it that way. So this song I actually like it. Where was the protest? Where is the voice? When somebody died, instead of we Jamaican protesting for, I wouldn't say unnecessary stuff or stuff that's not of importance, but we choose what to protest against and not what actually at hand. The most important thing of people dying, kids being missing, people being missing, stuff, them kind of things there. So I'm just gonna run the next tune real quick. Y'all could go and check him out on YouTube and various platforms, of course. I'm just running some of the song real quick. The artist is already on the live. Somebody's trying to add me. Azard Music, I cannot add you to the live right now because I have an interview in a minute. I'm just playing some of the artist songs so y'all could have a feel for what his music sounds like. And then I'm gonna add the artist because the artist is also on the live as well. So I don't normally do that add other people while doing an interview. I'd rather not do that because it can be kind of confusing and distracting as well. So if there's anything you want to say to me, you could jump in my DMs and I'll take it from there. Yeah. For those who don't speak Spanish, bad and bad. Okay, to the next song. Just run to the song quick. I think this is I played this one already. We know that one, right? And I like to them and say, eat you. I didn't really love you like that. We love you more than life itself. But hey, it is what it is. I think this artist is such a versatile artist. Like, yeah, I gotta check his music out, man. Like, it's a breath of fresh air. I'm not gonna lie, it's different. But okay, I'm gonna stop this song and add the artist because yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, bad. Sorry, I'm bad. Yeah, bad. Um.
Yo. Good night, ones and ones. Good night,
Good
everyone.
night. I'm sorry. How are you doing?
Honestly, I'm tired, but I am here. You know what I mean? I'm here giving thanks.
which is right. That's how them things go sometimes. Let me turn this down. That's my other phone. Yeah, oh, sorry, if you don't mind, like telling the people a little bit about yourself, and then I'll definitely take it over from there and just do the do.
All right. Let's say who is Ozari? Ozari is an enigmatic, um, humble, secretive, and conservative soul. One that appreciates old music, I think people say I'm an old soul because I listen like Teddy Pendergast, the Sam Cooke, Frankie Lyman's,
Great artists,
the isn't it? The James Ingrams, and those are the type of persons that I tend to listen to on a daily basis. Ozar is also a person who tends to push past his limits or any limit that person set before him. Him try to be more than just what he is. He's also a student to music, one who tries to learn more, one who tries to master the heart, one who tries to sharpen whatever talent God has blessed him with, because it's not just talent, isn't it? It's not just talent.
definitely.
It's more than talent.
Definitely. I must
Um,
say I like your style. I like your flow. Your music is a breath of fresh air. You sound like an old school artist. When I so old, I mean like you know the early 80s, 90s kind of artists, those kind of music that I love because I am from that genre. So yeah, man, I like that. That because I was listening to your songs and not in my life. Will remind me of like the old time Sanchez, them and them artists, the bad. Well, yeah. The singer Jaden, you know that you're that kind of artist. Like I'll put you in that genre, which is a great category to be in. But
yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
let's just jump to the questions real quick because I know you're tired yourself and it's 2 o'clock in the morning over here,
Oh,
so
oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
can be up all day. But anyway, oh, sorry. Um, if you wasn't a musician, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't a musician,
Yeah.
I'd be doing business because I'm actually a businessman right now. Anyways, I
Okay.
operate a Sanders manufacturing company.
Okay. Okay.
So
Nice.
if it wasn't music, it would be business.
Okay. That's a good way to do it. All right. What do you feel is one of your best songs that you've put out so far? One of the songs that you love, that's there in your heart, one that brings memory to you, or whether it's good or bad or sad or happy. What's one
All
of
right,
your favorite songs that you released so far?
all right. My favorite song is a song called "Once You're Fine." It's a song I wrote for my son. From the day was from it was conceived to the time I hold him for the day that I held him for the very first time. I think that song has a special place in my heart. I have when listening that song and remember that feeling that I felt when he cried, and then when I hold him in my hand and said, Jabari, daddy is here. He put on this little smile, you know what I mean, for a baby.
Yeah,
So I guess he must have known my voice from when he was inside his mommy tummy. So I
definitely.
guess moments like those, and to see his eyes, his bright, pretty white, illuminous eyes just captivate my
Innocent,
heart.
pure.
Isn't it? So I think that song is the song that I think carry
Okay.
a lot of weight
One
for me.
point, 1.5. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Which musician would you like to do a collaboration with, or which musician have you done collaboration so
Um,
far?
all right, I've done a collab with Wasp so far. Honestly, my aspiration is larger than my circle. Right,
Yeah.
I dream and hope to work with the people I work with, the likes of James Arthur, Ed Sheeran, Scott
Okay.
Collins, um,
Okay. Okay.
Sam Smith, the Burner Boy. As I said, I am a
All
student of
right.
music, and I am not for just the noise, but persons who really creates music.
Creates music. Yes. 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 I mean that all those names you just call up, those are some brilliant artists right now at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't go on with them there. All right. If you would have one of your fans or several of your fans remember you for one thing or remember you about your music, your career, what would you want them to remember you for?
All right. I don't want first. I really love for people to remember me for not just the music that I put out, but the life I live, and for what I stand for. I tend to stand for love and wholeheartedness and unity within the family household. I stand for that 1970s type of household where the man is the head of the house and take control of his family structure. I'm not saying that a woman is not the leader. It's not a competition. When I say a
I
man is the
understand
head
what
of
you're
the house,
saying. I
it's not
get
a
it.
competition. It's a
I get it.
it's a completion instead of a competition. Because people think when people talk about a man being the head of the whole, it's a competition to no.
I grew up
It's a
in that household, so I know what you're talking about. I
it's
grew
a
up like that with
completion.
my dad was the head of the
Exactly.
house, work, take care of the family. My stepmom stayed home and make sure it was good, to wash, cook, and clean, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly. That's how it's supposed
In
to
my
be.
home.
And person tend to think it's person think it's tend to think it's a competition, and I don't believe it's a competition when you're in a relationship. It's a completion. You all
This
need
new
to
genre
complete each
though.
other. Huh?
It's this new genre though. It's the new
Generation. Um
millennium, whatever they want to call
and
them
and
things.
and I had a reasoning with a friend of mine about this couple nights ago, and she showed me something that I didn't even realize. Um, it's mostly, and I am not going against any race or anything, but it's mostly black households, but black homes are disbanding, are separating each other. Why the white households are always tightly knit most of the time.
And I grew up in both. I grew
Exactly.
up in both homes,
All
so
right.
I
And
know exactly what you're talking about. I lived
I
with my father and my stepmom growing up in Jamaica. Then I came to Europe at the age of 13, growing up with my mom and my stepdad, which is a white man, and he was a provider. And my mom stayed at home and make sure the household was taken care of. So I grew up in both culture of seeing a man being a man,
man, exactly.
taking care of the household.
Men has lost. It's sad to say. It's sad. It's really sad to say that I believe men has lost their masculinity, their that macho. That I think men lost it, and respect to all of the independent ladies. Being independent is not necessarily the problem. I think women just fed up and tired of the weak ass man that's out there now, and just
So
want to
they
be
go
themselves.
out and get it themselves, which you can't blame them
Isn't
either.
it?
I am one of those persons myself where I am a single mom taking care of a 40-year-old and almost an 18-year-old, and I've done it all by myself. And I don't want to play that role. I want to have a man in the house doing all of that, and me being
Exactly.
the mom that
It's
I'm
not that you
supposed to be,
don't
or being
want
the
one.
woman
It's
that
just
I'm
that, that
supposed to be. I don't have a choice but to adapt to that mechanism of taking care of my kids to make sure they're all right. But if I could do it the other way around, having a man working and playing his part or doing it 50-50, I'm all for it.
all right. And
It's
and that
true.
and as I said, that's what I want to be remembered for. Someone who comes and remind this era of of their place. I think the world
Bring
has
them
gone
back.
crazy.
Yes.
I think the world is crazy. For one, too many women is trying to teach a boy how to be a man. It's wrong.
And we cannot. We cannot. I said it 1,000 times. I cannot teach my son to be a man. It's
Exactly.
impossible.
It's
He's 4
impossible.
years old, and I think that's his father, that's his daddy's duty to teach him how to camina, gonna go kick no football. What he want to look like? No look like one kick out the tour. No,
Exactly. Exactly.
that's not
Exactly.
my place.
And I respect, as I said, I respect the females, and this is not going against the
No,
feminist powers and stuff, but it's just what really needs to be fixed. The household really needs to be fixed, and majority of the household that is broken is black. And I think black people need to realize that, yo, As much as some of the people them are telling us say, yo, them independent and them no need man for this and them no need man for that. It's because
Lie.
yo, it's just lie. People sing
Lie.
songs say I don't wash and I don't cook and I don't clean, but I get this ring and bag or something. Yo, lie them at it.
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
It's social media. That's no, me don't want a life there. That's not the life I want to live. I honestly, genuinely want to be a family person with a man by my side instead of me have to be playing both roles. Nobody want to play both roles, but anyway, let's
Exactly.
leave that alone.
So that's one thing I want to be remembered for, you know?
Definitely, which is great. I wish that could come back into play where we women don't have to feel like, well, we's a damn man and we's no man. But sometimes again, we don't have a choice but to pick up where the
And
man is slacking.
exactly, because as I said there, yo, there's just too many weak ass men. Honestly, the man them just become this big feminine type of gender.
And their feelings.
Yo,
Yes.
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. What got you into this music industry? What makes you want to become an artist, a musician?
All right. All right. Let me go back. Right, we can rewind.
Yeah, of course.
I first fall in love with music. Right. As I said, I first fall in love with music. A friend of mine had a Walkman when I was in about 4th grade, and there was a cassette in the Walkman when I got it to borrow, and it was Marvin Gaye song, "Sexual Healing." When I get this feeling, I need sexual healing, baby. So I listened to the song and I was like, geez, him, oh him voice sound like this, and oh him do this. The curiosity started. You see me? And at that point, I listened to the song so much till the cassette. When the song reached out, for all I would know, when the cassette reach over one side, you have to push a pencil in it and win it. All right, see how I go, mum, to know how I go. So because I win it up, and I listened to that song so much. And I think that was the song that allowed me to fall in love with music. Then after that, I started visiting church, and I started attending the Franklinton Church of God, where I was then exposed to music on a different. I think I get exposed up close and personal. I don't know if you know the Nomads, the Dub Poet group.
Nomad, yeah.
All right. So, yeah. All right. So I went to church with them. Sheldon Shepherd was a church brother of mine, right? And I think I was about in about 5th grade. I was in about 5th grade. I saw Sheldon Shepherd do a Dub Poet, and it was the first time I have ever heard persons use words and twist words and paint a picture with words like that, and I was like, Jesus Christ, yo, I fall in love with the art form, literally. When Sheldon performed, it was like me seeing this sexy, attractive woman for the very first time.
Yes.
And then after that exposure, I started to in that time I used to say I start make up my own song. You see me? So I fell in love with music from then, and from until now I'm still a student of music, still learning, still trying to master the art, still pushing forward, and that's how I get introduced to music. And then after that, I start listening to the Temptations, I start hear the Stylistics, I start hear the Take Sixes, I start hear, you know what I mean? I start search for more because the appetite open up. So I start search for more, and just still, I just owned the person that I am now. You know what I mean? I mold me musically. So that's how I ended up being an artist.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this?
As I said, art. I've been doing if it's music on a general scale, I've been doing music from I'm in 6th grade. That's when I started writing songs, putting my own pen to paper. I started recording music when I was in about 9th grade. When a friend of mine, that's the first time I ever been in a studio. friend of mine take me to a studio and I recorded the first song. Boy, it did rough. Off beat, off key, off everything down. Isn't it?
Make perfect.
Yeah, and because of who I am, the areas that I knew that I was lacking, I tend to pay more attention to it. Because I am not one that runs away from the things that I'm not good at. If I know I'm not good for something, I go bleach and work and because for me, as I said before earlier, I think hard work beat talent any day. Hard work beat talent any given day.
Any day. That's true.
I put in the time and I work on the craft till I am where I am now. You know what I mean?
Okay. But do you think you could get better at or achieving a better music platform than you are right now? And if so, what would you do to achieve you leveling up from where you are?
All right. As I said before, I'm gonna say it again. I am a student to music, not just an artist. I am a
You
student.
constantly go learn and yes,
Exactly.
yes.
So honestly, there's no genre, there's no vocal range that is impossible for me to reach. I can say personally I am a damn good singer, and right now I am going vocal class. I am going vocal class because I believe there's something within myself that I might not identify it, and somebody who is a professional can identify it. So I'm going music class right now, trying to even build my vocal better. Trying to build myself better.
And that's the way you do it.
Yeah. As I said, it's just who I am, and
elevate yourself. Yes.
As you said, where I would want to be. I think, as I said, it's not even far. It's not even far. I do reggaeton. I do Afro beats. I do music in different tongues. I am writing a song in Swahili right now. Why you look like that, ma'am? Okay.
No, I don't know if I speak Swahili.
That's the thing. All right. As I said before earlier, I'll keep on repeating. I am a student of music. I don't just write from just my personal experience. I tend to research. I tend to use this thing that we have called a smartphone. That everybody have a smartphone, but yes, so much I want to say damn dumb. I use I use my smartphone for the purpose that it is supposed to be used for. When the innovators of smartphone was innovating smartphone, it was supposed to make life more easier and information more accessible. But instead of that, we use our smartphone for the wrong reasons. Exactly. And I mean, everybody on social media watch people live. I use my smartphone to. I have a translator on both phones.
I'm gonna tell you, bring back to the translator. I got several friends from Turkey, yeah? And sometimes I want to just mess with them. So I will just go on my translator and speak in English or write in English and give me the proper Turkish sentence. A whole entire complete of 4-page letter. And I just send it to them. You're like, how did you write that? I'm like, well, I actually didn't write it, but now I know how to spell certain things in Turkey.
All right.
I speak 5 different languages at this point. I speak Dutch. I speak German. I understand a lot of French. I don't speak a lot of French, but I understand it. I speak Suriname. I understand a lot of Papiamento. So, yeah, my language barrier is not so bad, if I would say.
All right. And that's a bone. That is a lot of artists' limitations. They're afraid to try new things, and they're afraid to push themselves. As I said, I use the smartphone, Google. Where them great. I use Google and I use the translators. For example, when we were doing Baila Sel Mi Cuerpo, which me and my producer, Matt Dub, more than likely he's on the live. Big up yourself. Yo, show some fire there, Matt Dub. Make sure see you. So, when we were writing that song, Matt Dub was like, yo, the rhythm called Gimateo. And I was like, Gimateo? What Gimateo mean? And he was like, dance or something like that. And I was like, bad. Here we go on. I think more anything I make a write, I need to incorporate a different language to it. And he was like, what you gonna say? So I start vibe the rhythm and Rich wine slow. And he must say, all right, wine slow. So we go to man job for Google, because both of us don't know Spanish. We don't know nothing about Spanish. So we go to man job for Google and we type in wine slow in Spanish and realize that nothing came up. The wine that came up was alcohol.
Alcohol,
When we
yeah,
said
yeah, yeah.
dance, when we said dance, it was dance. So we said bailas. And then Mr. Dance on my body, bailas el mi cuerpo.
Yeah,
What does
yeah,
say,
yeah,
yo, you
yeah.
can't say that. And me I said, no, we can't manage that. Look at the tongue and twist up. I was like, yeah, well, come on, we'll try it. I will sit down in the studio, we'll try it. And that's how Bailas El Mi Cuerpo come about. And the song is a beautiful song.
It's a good song. Like I actually love it because when I listen to this, but Spanish, it doesn't speak Spanish.
Exactly. All right. And as I said, right now, we're writing 2 songs in Swahili. And
Okay.
that's the same approach. We were there and he built an Afrobeat. He built an Afrobeat and I was there like and I was there. I write the words and he was like, yo, why not you don't think it would be nice to incorporate their culture in the song, even though you're singing in their flow and style. And I was like, yeah, for true, come now. Oh, that's job Swahili. We search for language first. We find the one that is more comfortable with the idea. And Swahili was the language that struck me. I think I love the language. I think I honestly like the Swahili language. It's really beautiful. And we were like, all right, then so come, we'll sing the song. The first song was called Winnie Wango and Penzi Wango.
Okay,
It means something. It means yes, brain chip. All right. So Winnie Wango and Penzi Wango. It means you're mine, my love, you're mine. Winnie Wango and says Winnie Wango and Penzi Wango and Penzi Wango. Winnie Wango and Penzi Wango and Penzi Wango. Say you're mine, my love, you're mine, my love. You're mine, my love, you're mine, my love. So as I said, that's how we approach music. We use the technology and bridge gaps because that's what they were made for.
And that's how you do it.
Barriers, as you ask the question, barriers and where I would want to reach. I want to reach everywhere in music. Everywhere. I aim to do music that will outlive me and outlive my generation.
Anytime you want to look at Dutch something, just link me and I will give you a Dutch. Yeah.
It's a little Dutch in it.
Yeah, what happened to you? You have to make Dutch people listen to your song and say, but am I hearing Dutch? Yes, you are.
Yeah. So that's the aim, That's the aim. Because Jamaicans tend to think that, yo, music is universal. And yes, music is universal. And people do feel music. But when they hear their own tongue, it's shook. I think it connects a different part. It connects differently.
It does. It should most definitely. It does. Luchi Plu, bless up yourself. All right. Sorry. If you had one message for your peers, what would that be?
My peers and my fellow musicians.
Yes.
Honestly. All right.
Upcoming artists, just venturing in the business, don't know too much about the business. What advice would you give him or her?
Let me box it first. All right. Stop doing music for your friends on the corner. Because honestly, your friends on the corner don't even have Spotify Premium to view your song, to give you 30 cents.
Hey!
Isn't it?
What God?
The next thing is stop the music for tomorrow and yesterday. The music for 100 years from now, 10 years from now. Music that will transcend. I don't have a problem with people doing what they know, but you get in with what you know. Try to experiment. Try to learn more. This is an art form.
Broaden your
horizon. Yo, this is an art form. Appreciate it, not just use it as a cow to milk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get a toe in. They get the toe in, and you see a little drip of the milk. There's a whole entire cow, but because you're so nearsighted, you're only just drinking the little milk, and you see the big ass cow. There's a figure, everything. Youths, come on, man. See more. Look how much things music has accomplished for other persons.
What going on, intelligence? He's an old school. You're old bad.
Big apology in the high school, you know what I mean?
I like it. Yes, I wish some of these young artists, upcoming artists, would think like you do. A lot of them will reach so far within their career instead of, yeah, like just to stop make song for the people in the corner, make song for the world.
Yeah, because
Yes.
if you do music for the world, eventually the persons on the corner will relate to it. You see me? And they will
And
love
none
it
of them not
more.
buy a TV. None of them not
Yeah,
even spend
but
$1
yeah,
on your
but
career.
all right. I'll show you what one. Right now, my immediate circle. You can't come around me if you don't have Spotify Premium on your phone and subscribe to my page.
Jesus.
Because honestly,
Jesus.
if you are going to support me, if you're going to support my dream, if you are going to help build my career, you have to have Spotify Premium on your phone and I play my song. You have a Netflix account who you give what I think a 20 US
Five.
dollar, $20 to Netflix for sit down and
Every
watch
month.
movie.
Every
And
month.
what is $5 to give a friend?
One time.
You see me? Hey, listen to my music. At 30 cents that to me. Come on. If you have support me, bro.
Cool,
If you not
man.
Spotify Premium, then it don't make no sense to come around me. Honestly.
Facts. 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 Hey. No, sir. Hey, un artist don't even go up on and listen and come running them out because everything he's saying is the truth and it's pure facts. So don't run on me, keep it to yourself. But anywho, back to you. um, what kind of music do you like yourself? Like you like, I guess you're a rural artist and you're a learning artist. Anything so good, you're all for it, I guess. So I guess I answered my own question.
No, it's not. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not anything that sounds good. It's things that is musical. I think
Yeah.
I think alright.
And let me retract that back. What does your playlist look like?
Oh, my playlist. Alright. On Spotify, my playlist look like apart from all my friends who's musicians, like Gino, Macro, Converse, all of my friends who's musicians,
Yeah,
I follow them, very all of them. I follow them on Spotify, even if them don't even know. I follow them on Spotify and I play them songs and listen to them music. So make sure so them get for them $32, 32 cents. Big up.
yeah, yeah.
But apart from that, my playlist is filled with Teddy Prendergast, The Stylistics, Temptation, Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke, Frankie Lyman. You will have Bob Marley. You will
Old
have
school, old
Peterson.
school.
You will have you will have Garnet Silks. You will have
Hey,
that's what my playlist look like.
you better call Berries. I'm on,
Oh yeah man,
Berries.
Barry's our
Oh,
grandfather
oh,
man. Yeah, Barry's our grandfather. If you listen
oh.
to Barry. Double trouble is waiting. It's wrapped up in my bed. I mean my Barry's our boss.
Back, back, back.
So yeah. So that's how my playlist honestly looks. That's how my playlist honestly looks, and that's the type of music I will listen to when I'm driving, when I'm
But
by
you
myself.
are actually that type of artist. That's the type of artist you portray to the world. That's what you are. In my
Yeah.
eyes, you
Again,
sound like that genre. That's the type of song you put out. Maybe not exactly the way they sing, but that's the type of song you put out, which is great. Because, like again, I'm from that old school era. Give me those type of songs any day over the one heap of bangarang and killing and shooting and dung in the throat
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. That's
Everybody want
I don't listen to them now and then. Cause don't get me wrong, cause sometimes I like to listen to the bangarang too. Don't
no,
get me
listen.
wrong, but
All right, listen, man. But no, as I said, yo, I do listen to I call them boogie yagas. Sorry, any artist who feel that way. It's not an intention. I don't intend I am not belittling your art form because everybody relates and reflect what they know. You
we
see me?
not take no food out of nobody's mouth.
But
It's just the
yeah,
truth.
I personally just don't listen them. I don't feed my mind on them. I will listen them like you know what I mean. There's a vibe going on. May listen the new dancehall artists them and stuff. But
Because again, you have to give it. This is a generation that like that boogie yaka music, that like that type of music. So we can't take that away from that kind of artist. Right now, the Ensure song, Ensure, Child, you know
all
what?
right, me gonna ask you. Me gonna say something. Someone ask you what is the intro song.
Lord got something on the background that ensure that me if I go on with the ensure.
All right. You know, so I am yet to even Google, even listen to the song.
Well, I'm getting bits and pieces off of social media. I haven't listened to the song myself because I don't think I need to go and listen to it
Exactly.
because people are right now. Ensure price gone up. I should not order a shop and say I want to bring up ensure price. So I would have
Yeah,
done it.
you see, honestly, honestly, people of this era, them do what they want to, and I don't bash nobody because music is two sided. It's life mimic art, and to me, I believe it's art mimic life as well.
Right,
You see me?
it's
So,
true. It's true.
so
Definitely.
people are do what them know. People are do what them know, and I personally will never bash a person for doing what they know.
But
I
we
don't,
that's the thing.
I
It's
only
only
knew a
to
few. I only know a little bit of things, and at the beginning stage of my career, I knew only few things, and I said, "Yo, this for the
that's not what
way
I
my
want to
mind
do.
is, this not gonna work. Where I
Yeah.
want to be and what I want to achieve, and the impact that I want to leave behind. My music is not just for me. My music is for generations to come. I
For
want
the
to change.
world.
I want to use this talent or this art form to change the whole entire generation. So
Because
me that
with your type of music, I could literally play in the house and around my mom and at certain big people function and not feeling like me have a go up and skip to something else because some profanity or some fucker will come on your feed. So I get it. I
don't get me
definitely
wrong,
get it.
Don't get me wrong. I am just a 30-year-old young man, right? I do sing about sex and touching and playing with the female
But
sex
like a
organs.
Barris Aman, cause nobody no ruder than Mr. Aman himself,
Exactly.
but
So
you
we
can
just want
play Barris Aman song anywhere in the world and it not sound dirty, it not sound like you want to go beard when you don't listen to it, you want to cover your ears or you know what? Who dirty like Barris? Who dirty
yeah,
like
but
Barris?
nobody, yeah, but you know what I mean. So as I said, it's just how things is done and thing. But we have them. I do sexual music. It's a part
And
of
then
life. It's a part of what we are, and as I said before, I am a representation of music. I'm not just an artist. I represent music,
that's the
and thing.
thing. There's two way of bringing it, like literally singing come let me touch you and take off your beautiful gown. And you could say, yo, come here, tear than just on tear, but don't how much over.
Is it? Yeah, you know what I mean. If you had
It's the same
fireworks,
thing, but it's how you bring it.
if you had fireworks, I released a song, I think 2 years ago called Fireworks and Candlelight. You see me?
There you go.
That's that type of song. Some baby, let's just take it slow tonight. Fireworks and candlelight. We are gonna make some sweet love tonight, yes. Oh, oh yeah. You see me, so kissing the neck and then my tongue to your nipple. I play with you, you sit till you wait, you start to chisel. I'm begging Lord God for put it in. But me, I do it in your dream. Must we fuck every day, baby. Want to do foreplay, kissing the neck while my caressing your breast. And my cocky just a play with your clit. Whoa, yeah. You see me? So
All right.
I do music that is raunchy, you know what I mean? But
But there's Ranchi and there is Bucky.
taboo. There's raunchy and there's taboo. Yes, there's just art. There's something. My moral compass is very screwed in.
All right. Oh,
So
sorry. What's one of your favorite songs that you've released so far?
my favorite song that I've released so far.
Yeah.
Favorite song that I've released so far. I think Baila Selma Cuerpo.
Okay. All
Because it
right.
has, as I said before, it challenges me. It was a challenge to sing in a different tongue. It was. I think that song and
All
the
right.
energy and the effort that was put into the video and the production. Matt Dove Music, that's my producer. See him there right there, so big up yourself, Matt Dove. Hey,
My God bless
son,
it yourself.
salute.
How do you feel when you hear your song playing on the radio or hearing it play any other place apart from you playing it or your loved one? How does that make you feel when you literally hear your song out
All
there?
right, all right, all right, all right. I can rewind. I rewind. I remember.
Of course.
I was when I just started doing music. professionally, I used to work at a fabric store. That's when I recorded my first professional song. I used to work at a fabric store in Alpha Tree, and I was there one day walking, and the radio was on Roots FM, and all of a sudden me hear, me I gonna tell you what me want, me I gonna tell you what me need. Some, why that sound like? Yo, we put the radio play. Yo, we don't put the radio play. And so everybody was like, what, your song? And I said, yeah, my song. Because everybody, yo, it was the first time a song played, the only other time I felt that same energy, and that it's like every single cell in my body, every atom and molecules in my being was moving. The only other time I felt that feeling was when I El Jabari for the first time. Yo, me jump up and down, me scream, yo, me sang up and how my sang that. I remember, and I still have that butterfly in my belly effect when I hear my music being played by persons, and even protests. When people are sending me crazy video, yo, protest up on the radio, yo, you sang up on the radio. People, I was like, yo, oh my God. It's me that love was magical, and up to this very day, I think I love it. I love the feel. I always feel like somebody.
Great feelings, man. That's that I can understand the first time hearing your song played on the radio. All right. When you venture into this whole entire music career, did you start doing it for the love of the music, or you start doing it for the hype, the fame, and the money that comes with it?
All right. That's a really easy question. That. All right. Honestly, I didn't do music for the love of it, nor for the money. I do music because I was curious. How the hell Marvin Gaye sing like that? You understand? That's how I started doing music. And then as I say, yo, when me hear them do the dope poet, I was like, oh, the box side, the man that make, how to paint a picture with words. You see what I'm saying? So it was never about the money, nor even the hype or the love. It was curiosity first. Just like when a man see an attractive woman, he not fall in love with her at the same time.
True.
Him see her and him say, backside, look how she's sexy, man. And him approach her.
Or she got a beautiful smile, she got beautiful eyes. It's true.
After you approach her, then our smaller details. Because you see the exterior, then our smaller details is what lead you to loving her. I was led to loving music when I start realize the effect and the power that the music have. And so the whole that it have on people. And so the influence it have. That's when I started to love this thing. I was like, yo, I have to make sure what I am doing, I have to do it properly, because this music is more than just words. It's more. So that's honestly how I do music up to this very day. It's not for the love. It's not necessarily for the love or for money. I do it because I am a student and I want to learn more. I want to master it and I want to win. As I said, I am a competitive soul. I do everything to win. And everybody else out there, every single artist in Jamaica, believe me, it's a competition on Nina, is it? And one of my boss years before me, but slow and steady, I am running my ass off and training my ass off to come and take on the spot and blow fast enough. Because my dream and aim is to, whenever somebody say a Jamaican artist, them say, oh, Jamaica, you talk Ozari, Sean Paul, Shaggy, and Bob Marley. That's my name.
You want to be up in that category. Yes.
You see me? So whenever somebody says Jamaica and music, Friendship Production, my management team, big up on yourself. Thanks. So whenever nobody said artist from Jamaica, it's supposed to start like this: Ozari, Bob Marley, Shaggy, and Sean Paul. You see me?
Cool, man. Okay, Ozari. What type of music did you grow up on, especially at home? What type of music did your parents listen to, or your guardians? What type of music did you grow up on?
All right. When growing up, I didn't grow up in a musical family, as in persons who. Let me go back. I grew up in Franklinton, Dunkirk, right? And up to 2000 when I was in 2004 would that be that time. So up to 2002, 2003, I didn't have electricity in Kingston.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I grew up in a household where there wasn't no music. You don't know, so you go to school, you come home, you probably go next door, go watch TV or your auntie house, go sit down or step and watch TV through a window or whatsoever.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was no music. I wasn't exposed to music until the day my friend gave me that Walkman. And from that day, I've been listening to that type of music. I grew up. My parents don't. I don't think my family really likes music. Most of the family, but I don't. I've never heard some of my family sing.
So
Or
you're the only musician within your family,
yeah, I am the only person who is doing music from my family. So
musically inclined. All right, all right. Um, could you, knowing the type of music that you make, could you make a country music album or a country music song? And do you like country music altogether?
listen to me though, Kenny Rogers. It really. My favorite song, country song, is "Coward of the County." You know it?
Say it. Maybe I don't know the title, but probably know the song.
Oh, brain. Where's my brain? Where's my brain? It goes like, voila. My brain now work right though. But I think too much. But "Chord of the County" is a Kenny Rogers song. It described a young man who says, "Promise my son not to do the things I've done. Just walk away from trouble if you can.
No,
And
of
it
course.
don't mean you're weak to turn the other cheek." Isn't it so?
I know that song. Yeah.
You know, yeah, man. So that's
Like
my
I,
favorite
I,
song.
I love Reba McEntire. Like everything the woman put out me. Like
Oh,
yeah,
so
that,
yes,
that that's my
I would
that's
make
my lady
like
there.
and I even write. I think I got again. Yeah, I do. I've written a country song. It goes like, I told you I loved you, I begged you to stay. I know that I'm broken, but babe, I can change. Say open your heart and let me back in. I promise this time I won't do it again. I told you I loved you, I begged you to stay. I know that I'm broken, but babe, I can change. So I do with the music.
You
I tell
know,
you,
to want to fight you. Me want to fight you.
I am
You're
an
too bad.
artist.
You too
I am
bad.
a student for music. I am not limited by by just the diameter of Jamaica. I I
Yes.
I my as a scientist had once said that your imagination is bigger than the world because it can circle the world and come back to you in one location. And I think my imagination is what has kept me. I've used it. I have imagined myself. I have seen myself. I have project things in the atmosphere and I use it up. So you see me?
All right, let me
The
ask you this.
music.
When was the last time you went to a concert? Oh, no, let me rephrase that. When was the first time you went to your first concert with various artists, of course, that makes you feel like, damn, one day I will be on that stage? Don't have to be a concert, could be a show as well.
Yeah man, yeah man. All right. First time I got to a show was a thing called Genesis. It was a gospel concert. It's called Genesis. It happened every 1st of July at the National Arena. Back I think it's a good while back. I saw Papa San and Stitchy perform.
Okay, okay.
And while they were on the stage perform, I was like, me granny, this me want to do enough. Yo, at this me want to when the command of the stage, oh them of the crowd and the fun the patrons was so involved. I said, yo,
The
this is what I
band.
want to do. And I've dreamt and I've slept and I've seen myself doing this. I said Burna Boy perform in Madison Square Gardens, and while I was watching Burna Boy perform in Madison Square Gardens. Actually, cold bump pulled me up to now. Literally, I was filled with cold bumps. I was shivering.
Can I
Because it
tell
was
you,
like
every
this.
time Burna Boy do a concert in Holland, in my country, I can never get a ticket because it's sold out before it even damn reached
Yo,
the area.
when I see the production, I see the crowds, I was like, the brother y'all live my dream, yo. What's the brother y'all? Yo, is that my heart was so filled. I was like, yo, this brother live in my dream. You see me? So Papa Son, them, that
Alright,
was the first time I see it. I go on stage show. Papa Son, watch them perform.
alright. Right now, off the top of your head, don't have to answer if you don't want to. Who's your favorite singer right now? Somebody that you like. This is what I listen to on a daily basis.
All right, somebody other than all of the artists, I'm gonna tell you some of them dead. But may I be honest? May I be honest and thing? My favorite singer is honestly R. Kelly. I know it's me too. Then I know all of this, all of this. Listen what people need
Listen,
to understand.
good
Robert Kelly,
music is good
hold on,
music.
man. Robert Kelly is behind bars.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Kelly is behind bars. R. Kelly is freed. R. Kelly is still the music. I don't business what Robert Kelly want to do with himself or what. As R. Kelly, I am listening to. Yes, I mean, I don't agree with what I don't agree with what Robert Kelly did or assumed to be doing or whatever them fight, but theme for the theme thing. But what R. Kelly put out is what
Ooh,
me like.
can't stop me from listening to R. Kelly music, especially 12 play. Hey,
But Jesus Father, man. Jesus Father, man. The man of the master.
what?
That man is a master musician. And
He's different, and I think a lot of people's rejoicing that he's behind bar because of the man that out on the road. Enough of them look upcoming soca or something them wouldn't even reach
all right,
out. It's just the
all right.
truth.
R. Kelly was a
It's
student. R.
basically
Kelly
like
is
cartel. If cartel, and even though cartel still make music behind bars, I'm still making a lot of these people outside on the road look like them not even try. But imagine if the man was literally out on the road and doing shows and concerts and getting booking. Hey, the place done right up. But
well,
anyway,
yeah, Cartel. I think Cartel would have do him thing. I think honestly, I am a fan of Cartel. I'm a fan of Cartel, but honestly, I think from a moral standpoint, I am totally different, and I see things and feel things
and
differently.
you're supposed to be
Isn't it?
different,
Isn't
and
it?
that
So,
it shows. It shows
and
that you're a different type of artist and a versatile type of artist. So within your own rights, you up there. It's just that you need that bust for the world to know who Ozari is. Mama, last question to you is this, yeah? Um, why do you think it is important? And there's two questions in one, yeah? So listen to me real good. Why do you think it's important that upcoming artists study and know the industry and what they're getting into? That's one. And do you think it's important that the type of music that you put out that different people can relate to it and not just like you said, not the people I'm just from the corner. How important is that to you as an artist yourself? And do you think it's important for your peer upcoming artists to know the industry and what it's all about?
all right, all right. In 2000 in 2014, 14, yeah, 2014, right? A friend of mine was an art. He's an artist, and he's in Canada, and I'm in Jamaica.
Yeah.
He said to me, "Say, what you think about producing?" I was like, "Me, brother, I don't know nothing about producing." So I said, "All right, then, you want to put out a song?" I was like, "Cool." I then researched and studied the music business, the business part of music. I understand all the rights, the royalties, and all the mechanical rights, the image rights. I understand a managerial role. I understand what a PR is supposed to do. I understand what a publicist is for. I understand. I understand. I understand what an artist is supposed to get. I understand what a manager is supposed to get. I understand what a manager is supposed to do. I also understand the split between production splits. I understand and know all of that. Isn't it?
I
Because
wish, I wish some of these artists was like you. You know what, to them would lose out on thousands of millions of dollars.
all right. I did that because I believe if I am getting into something, I need to understand even the part that I am not doing. Because there will people is people and people will fall short. And me not like lose. I will lose, but I don't know. Me not like lose. So I try to prepare myself in every possible way to give myself that unfair advantage to win. So me know say, yo, listen, there's 20 artists right here, so. And out of the 20 of them, only 3 no keys. You see me?
Bars.
I make sure I study this thing. I literally study this thing like a student going to school. I bleached online. I've studied, I've read. People
You'll
always
be
say, yo, why
alright.
you burn the candle? Why you burn
You'll
the
be
candle at the
alright.
2 ends? You see me? So I did that, and I would advise anybody who is getting involved in any form of business, as because I am not just an artist, I am a businessman. I own and operate a manufacturing company. Anybody who's getting into anything, you need to understand the metrics of everything, how
Do your
every
due
single
diligence.
atom move. You need to understand how every single thing moves. Artists for years has been signing over their publishing, signing over their rights, signing over everything what them pitney supposed to get to managers and producers and to
When
persons who have
them
nothing to
dead
do with it.
last year, it's supposed to still a collect royalty fee.
Exactly.
Sure.
So I would advise anybody and everybody, once you enter into any form of industry, learn how that industry runs, know what percentage anybody or whosoever play a part in anything that you do is supposed to get, or understand the terms that is being used. LLC, understand everything.
You can't do all of the class and teach them people. Yeah.
Now me can do it. You know who can do it? My producer, Matt Duff, can do that, man. That's all right.
Matt Duff, can you please put out a video teaching these upcoming artists what they need to look out for? Because everybody thinks it's the hype and the fame and the money.
But if you don't understand how you're going to get the money, you're going to, all right, I'll show you what I want with enough people.
The fame, you understand? The fame and the hype.
Yeah, man, the fame and the hype. Because some of them fame make millions, and instead of them make millions, they make hundreds
they
and thousands.
Lose millions.
And not even that, they are making millions and don't even know. Because they don't know how to even capitalize or even garner them money. Isn't it? So I'd advise anybody who's entering any form of business, anything you have to do with business, you need to research it. You need to understand what makes the business tick, what can affect the business. And next thing, you want to stop talking about there's every publicity is publicity. Not every publicity is publicity. And if you get that out on your head. Because negative publicity affect the brand negatively. And negative customers. Because your fans are not just fans. Your fans are customers.
You too bright and you too intelligent, and the people that need to know where you're talking about, understand, like, I get it. I've been preaching it for the last year and a half. I've been preaching the same thing, like, get y'all due diligence up, get your study up. We're not going to take up 10 books and read, but learn the basic. Learn, if a man, learn your sheets, learn what the person is producing, the song, how much them get when the song drop, like, learn
all
these
right,
my
producer just come in. I do it with all the artists I work with. Most artists let their egos get in the way of their learning. All right.
It's the truth.
Matt Dove, what I'm saying, you know what's the killer of dreams of artists and creative minds? 3 things: ego, ignorance, and arrogance. Nobody wants to learn. Everybody think them know and everybody think them reach. Nobody wants to be a student of life anymore.
These new artists leave everything to the management team and thinking the management team always have their best engines off when the management team have millions of your back. Because you leave it up to them, yeah, you're dumb.
Yeah, them not allow them, and you see, I'll never be honest. There is good people and good managers, right? But even if there's good managers, you have to be a part of the system. Because when people fail, the system never fails. You have to create that system. You have to run an idle system. You see me? So if somebody fall out of the system, you as the artist is supposed to be knowledgeable enough, be intelligent enough to fill that gap. And when I talk about intelligence, I want to understand this. I'm not talking about school or book work. I failed.
Thank you.
I failed my way through all schools. If there was 50 students in our class when I was attending high school, believe it or not, Ozari would have came 49 out of the 50 students.
But you're business savvy. That's the thing. You know what the business is like. You study the business.
I wanted more. When you realize that you lack something and you want more, you have to make up, you have to work twice as hard as all of the other smart, bright kids. You have to put in the time. You see me? So I did that and I have evolved. I have evolved the person that I am. I have literally evolved. I have transformed the mind that I have. I've exercised and worked out my mental state just as how you exercise and feed and fix your physical body. I am mentally a steel.
Let me ask you, and this is just a simple thing that most artists don't do because they leave it up again to the management team. If you having a performance overseas, yeah, and when I say Jamaica, because you know the ins and outs of Jamaica. So you have a performance overseas and you know you have a show in New York. Are you the type of artist know exactly where in New York you have your show, you have your itinerary, you know the venue, the city that you're in? Do you know most? Because most of these artists, they don't, you know.
All right, hold on. I am supposed to go to Antigua, right? I'm supposed to go to Antigua for a show July 16th. I know exactly where the show is keeping. I know how much flight leave Jamaica to Antigua and which day. The internet is there. I do my research. The internet is there. There's the internet. Too much someone would just big and lazy. I am not a what would I call them? I am not a diva.
Bless up yourself, K Queen, my two favorite twins in the building.
I am not a diva. I'm not a diva. I don't intend to put in to be a diva. And music I come for do, and a music I do. I am an artist. And as an artist, you have to be able to
know the capacity of the people, how much people fit in the venue that you're going. Stuff like that. Like I've seen it in my own eyes that most artists don't. Like I would sit there in a management team and the management like, yeah, you're in this and this city. You're supposed to know that even before you reach the country. What are you talking about?
Because a lot out there, most people are walking zombies, right? Most people don't think, them just make decisions, right? So when somebody say, yo, and them are yes people, them not understand the thoughts that or the mind strength that is put into saying no or yes to somebody. Them say, them please live to please. So they don't say anything. So most of the time them say, alright then, them they not show you so and I'm on just fling them carry them some of them no question nothing at all.
It's true.
I question.
I have seen it happen in Amsterdam where most of the shows and concert keep and the artist step on stage and he don't even know what city he's in. So I'm gonna pick up Belgium, I'm gonna pick up Germany and all the other cities, but not the city where you're actually performing. How do you know that you're how do you not pick up Amsterdam? My youth are in Amsterdam, you're there perform. You're supposed to know where you're there. And you're supposed to know most of the people that live in Amsterdam, you know, it's mostly Suriname and a lot of Caribbean people. So those are the people you're gonna pick up the most in that city, because you know that most of them live like again.
Most people don't do diligence, isn't it? Most people don't do them somebody, and where they are losing out. And that, as I say, I honestly think artists, whether young or old, need to understand everything about the business. And I'm not saying to be a manager for yourself, because honestly, as an artist, you have to be an artist. There's a reason why all of the successful musicians have a manager and not manage themselves.
Of course not. You can't manage yourself. There's not enough time for you to do that.
Exactly. You need to focus on the art. You need
but know the basic. Know the basic.
Exactly. You need to know how it works. You need to know how it works, but not be a manager.
True.
You need to
True.
understand what a manager is supposed to do, but don't be a manager.
Ozari?
When I'm in the studio recording, I don't be the producer. I don't be the engineer. If Matt Dove say, Ozari, sing this so, that's exactly how I'm going to do it. Or if I can't do it, I can practice till I want to run out of my eye. I'm a ball. I said, no, I can't go up there. I Dove say, wait, man, come, cool up, little, and go back at it again. You see me? I've been blessed to meet Matt Dove. Honestly, yo, this brother
Don't bless up yourself.
the man as I think he mold me like a father would have mold a child. And he built with every one of them artists. I want to power around him, Drino, Macro.
He got your best interest at heart.
You see me? He mold us. He mold us in a way where him always I say it. Him always I say this, so I'm always the time to stop it. Him say him a preparing for when him dead. Nobody not take up him. I always tell him for not say it. You see me? But he never say it. Him always I say, yo, me a preparing for when me not there, so nobody's gonna know exactly what to do. You see me? This man, yeah.
Good teaching.
The man, everything. Him not hide, not musically. Him always say, yo, if you're not earn, you're supposed to be learning. So if you're not doing shit, you use your phone and go study something.
True.
You see me?
True.
Yeah, man, I have to pick him up. And the other part of your question was what was it again? The music I'm release. All right.
Let me go back real quick. Let me see. How does it affect? Yeah, the type of music that you think music have a great effect on people, especially the type of music that you put out? Put it that way.
Yeah,
How effective is your song?
All music. Hold on, man. Hold on. Listen. I hear this I come out so much where artists are talking about, yo, them not influence nobody. Remember telling you this, people. Remember telling you this.
Nice.
Artists. Remember telling you this. You see, on musicians is more influential, is more dangerous than any politician and than anything we can ever live. Musicians can kill. Musicians can kill a generation. Not even a generation, a whole era. A musician can kill a whole entire era. When a politician can kill 100 million people, believe me, musicians can kill millions with their words.
It's the truth.
What you need to understand, so what we not do is not just words. And there's a reason why music is being played on adverts. You not just hear somebody talk. It's not just music, yo. It's not just noise. In World War II, when the recruitment in UK had problems, there was this young lady. Them used her to sing a song. I don't know my brain. I remember. Them make she sing a song, which helped them to recruit soldiers. And without that music,
that boosts the truth.
No soldier to war fight a World War II.
It's true.
The subconscious, the part of your mind that music latch onto your subconscious mind. That's the part that operates even when you're not thinking.
I'm happy that you say that because I remember, and it's factual. In World War II, when their war was going on, they literally had female musician came on the base, perform just to boost the soldiers them. It's facts.
When soldiers are going to war, them play, they tend to either play or sing or chant music.
True.
Why you think them do it? It's because it get them mind conditioned, say a war them a go. So why you think say your music or what you release now don't have the same effect?
It's true.
So everybody is influential when them can make a shoes brand or a liquor brand sell. But when crime spike, we're not influential no more.
I wish a lot of people would. You're such an intelligent young man, and I wish a lot of people would like literally look into what you're saying, because everything you're saying is factual. Like, it's the truth and nothing but the truth. It's true.
No, so I have a 7-year-old, right? I have a 7-year-old, and I am trying my best to grow him to be as ironclad as I am. And the type of music, he's my biggest fan. My son sings and he writes music with me. I would, if me a drive and me a make up a song, I'm say, Jabari, what you think for go here, so? And he's like, all right, daddy, say it so. I'm gonna say, all right, then come. And me and him day in the car, we drive and we sing and we make noise. You understand? I
Which is
want
great,
music
man.
that will push his spirit, that will make him better. And I am not saying not to sing or not sing, or not to do or no one do, because moderately everything needs to be proportionate. Everything needs to be proportionate. You can't just a drill. You can't just a drill the violence, 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 violence. That's
I think it's not going
and then
ooze out violence.
you know what the worst thing I can't understand? Whenever artists get whenever any artist get put on the spot about the influence of their music, them say, but when I see people that watch gun show up on TV, yo, a gun show, and you can't compare, it's two totally different things. You might be seeing the action. You see, I'm gonna select a gun or do whatever in a gun movie and shoot somebody. You know that it's a movie and that person do dead for real. You see me I say? But when you when you sing a song and a little you would feed on that music, him listen it day in and day out, him listen that music till him start live it.
Especially if they're from the ghetto, from the garrison, from a background where you hear gunshot about every day. And every time I'm growing the car, I'm say I'll be a bad man around there. So what do you think gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, that's even
black people, we don't want to believe it. We don't want to believe it.
It's not even just say. It's not even just say. Him hear artists sing say a bad man I get the whole of the girl them. 95% of men, not even 95, 99, yeah, well, yeah, 99. I put it at 99% of men do whatsoever them do, or them live a certain particular type of way to impress women. Everything a man do is to get woman. You think man gonna wash them car every single day of the week? Them wash it and keep it clean because they want to attract a woman out the road. You think man want trim and shave and groom every day? Him do it because he want to attract a nice lady out the road.
True.
So when a little youth growing in no matter when not saying a ghetto, grew anywhere at all. And all he's hearing is a gunman of the whole heap of girl them. Big up all of the gunman them from Maxfield. And the gunman
the scammer
them, yes. And the scammer them of the girl them and get this in a markets and this in a Hardyback and this in a... What you think he's gonna become? What you think he's gonna aspire to become?
He gonna want to be that because he's like, oh, and that's the pinnacle. Chopping them, make all of the money. It's normal.
That's the pinnacle. But when musicians put criminals on the pinnacles, and doctors and lawyers who have real careers are the one that's being looked down on. In Jamaica right now, if you say you want police, nobody will look for you. But say you want chopper, every girl around come on your foot.
Facts.
Say you want doctor, you say you're a doctor, nobody know your brother, you're not gunman. The musicians that make gun make killing and violence and harm. It make it everyday easy. It's easy for digest now in Jamaica.
It's the truth. You can't go around the facts. It's the truth. It's the truth and nothing but the truth. But Azari, I wish we could have 2 more hours of this conversation. I really, really, really from the bottom of my heart do. I'm definitely, you're somebody that I want to do more interview with, but I don't want to do an interview. I just want to go live with you to chop it up about every and anything, because your mindset is where mine's at. Your mindset is reality. You speak facts. You speak the truth. I wish a lot of these young upcoming artists would think the way you think. Most of them would have millions in their account, and they will be brilliant businessman and businesswoman. And not thinking about just the lifestyle that comes with the being an artist and getting all of a gala or making the bunch of money or having the fame. How about the business aspect of the career? How about saving millions for your kids? So if you jump out tomorrow because you sign the right deals and you sign the right papers, every time your music play, like Bob Marley, no matter in the world, any Bob Marley music play, in publishing go collect. They collect. One of them I get for them share, they don't care, because guess what? It's been picked up. The man is getting his money going. That's why the Marley lifestyle and the Marley name Not
You
going
know,
on anytime soon.
that there's millions of dollars that is of unclaimed royalties out there for Jamaican artists.
I know.
You know?
Mm, I
Yeah,
know.
millions
I know.
of unclaimed
Trust
royalties.
me. I know, but again, because a lot of them didn't do the proper paperwork and then sign certain things, they lose out on millions and millions of dollars. And this goes back to the old school artists, them, the Beanie and the Bounty and the Admiral Bailey, them, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how far we going back. But anyway, we're not even trying to get us because I'm gonna wrap this interview up. Um, if you don't mind letting the people know what platforms they can reach you on and the proper spelling of your name so they can find you, which is very easy. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. You can find me on social media, every single social media: YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, Facebook, at one name: Ozarii. Ozari Music. Ozarii. So it's Ozari Music on every single Spotify, every single social media. It's one name right across the board. Ozarii. Music. No funny spelling. Everything spells just as it is. Ozari
Already
Music.
music.
Easy to find.
That's it.
Want to just go log on to the YouTube channel. I got to my YouTube channel. I just released Baila Sel Cuerpo about a month ago. It has been going wonderfully. It's about, I think, over 220,000 views on YouTube.
Nice.
The Spotify, it's I think when I checked yesterday, it's about 20,000 views and 20,000 streams on Spotify, and it's added to about 7 different playlists. Yo, so just go over there. Just go over there and subscribe to the thing, follow and support real music. I think it's full time now. Now I won't even use the word talent, but real music get pushed to the forefront. You know what I mean? Not
Definitely,
noise and the
definitely.
hype and the people them just jump up. You know what I mean? Just make good the
I
music.
think your mom, is it possible that your
Oh yeah,
mom is
man.
alive?
Yeah, my mother. Big up. That's my mother, Nadine Davis. Yo, big up. She do a whole heap of work with me. Enough time I
Good
see her
night,
on Twitch
mommy.
too.
You did a great job raising a brilliant son who got an eggplant in body. You should be very, very proud of this young man that you call your son. I mean, I know mommy proud of him. Come on.
Yeah, man. Big up my mother, man. Big up my mother. Big up my mother. Yeah, I'm just see how Janelle coming out the come online. Yeah, Janelle, you're late. But bigger Janelle. Janelle is a part of the team.
Ozari, I want to say thank you so much, so much, so much, so much for being on this platform. It's a pleasure to have you over here. We had made several appointments and it just went left, but not before it's time. It's a pleasure to have you over here. I'm happy I eventually got to do an interview with you. This interview, I will be definitely blast it up all over the place. This is a great interview. Your mindset is just right, man. I just want to say thank you very much. And even have access to few people because you did that throughout the interview. So who missed it, missed it. And if you want to watch it back, you also have to watch it on this platform or jump over on YouTube, which is the NetJam 2021 platform all over and social media. The name doesn't change, just like it is on this platform, NetJam 2021. Ozari, bless up yourself.
Salute, Mumsy. Salute.
Pleasant young man. Pleasant man. Like, oh, I like your son. I like, mommy, you did a great job on this one. Definitely. Ozari, why? Me and you are going to do some more, not interview, but we going to go live and chop it up.
Anytime you're ready, man. Anytime you're ready.
Bless up yourself. Don't stop
Salute.
being who you are. Make sure your son, I'm a tough fuck. Your son not gonna know saying father is a great legend when the time come. Again, thank you so much, man, and have a wonderful what time is it in Jamaica?
8:20 now.
Oh, it's like 3:30 in the morning.
I'm about to get myself settled and I think probably
Yeah,
in the
I'm
studio.
about to go to my bed. It's 3:20 in the morning. So thank you very much, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe. And I definitely will be keeping an eye on your career. And yeah, man, you getting yourself a new fan. And I wouldn't say number one, but I'm here beside number two. No, number two. Three.
All right, big up. Thanks again.
That's what
Thanks
yourself.
for what you have done to your life.
It's a good night.
All right.